I've noticed when we're in our 50s and older, we get into this routine using the same things over and over again. So when I find a couple of essentials that I really love, I want to share them with my friends. So this video is about completely random things that have improved my life in 2026. Okay, let's face it, they're not like life-changing or anything like, I don't know, winning the lottery or never experiencing menopausal symptoms again, but they are more like, why didn't I find these sooner? And the list is very random. Let's see, we've got a heated vest, pretzels, collagen powder, castor oil in a unique container, and Korean skincare. So basically it's comfort, snacks, and skin savers. Hi there, my name is Renee Genie, and this is Renee Genie in a Bottle. I have 5 wishes I would love to be able to grant to you today. Okay, first thing, number 1, my heated vest. Here's a disclaimer for you. This is not new to me for 2026. Anyone who knows me has probably secretly wondered if I own any other jacket at all. I'm not kidding. I wear this thing winter, spring, and who am I kidding? I've worn it in the summer too. Winter is obvious because, it just keeps you warm in the winter. I also put this on sometimes underneath a coat. And I've joked a couple of times that this vest has probably saved my marriage since my husband likes to keep the house in the wintertime at about 60 degrees. So I just put this bad boy on and no worries at all. I'm nice and toasty. Now, I know what you're thinking, but the spring and the summer, listen, I've put this on in really chilly restaurants, the ones that keep the air conditioning at like 32 degrees. And also I've used it on a boat. Sometimes I use it when I'm watching TV at night and just want to be all cozy. I like the Aurora brand. They have a lot of fancier styles since my original purchase. I always just look on their clearance area to get the best deal. Trust me, you are not going to win any fashion contest for this one, but you will be so happy. The battery's in the pocket of the coat, and at the end of the day, you just simply remove the battery and recharge it by plugging it into the wall. Next on the list, pretzels. I told you this list was going to be random. I know, carbs, blah, 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 but listen to me on this. First of all, I don't have the bag on me because I finished my bag of pretzels last night and they're in the trash right now, but I'm going to show you a screenshot. The brand is called Unique, and they certainly are. Have you tried these pretzels called Splits? If you haven't had a pretzel in years because they all taste the same, you got to give this one a shot. Now, I'll be honest, I do not love the extra dark version. I like the bag that just says Originals. I also noticed when I was looking on Amazon to show this to you, they have something called Extra Salt. That sounds good to me on sauna days. Sometimes I just need something a little bit extra salty. I don't know what secret ingredient is in these pretzels, but they are amazing. Don't come at me, by the way, because there is sunflower oil in them. There's just something about the taste and the texture that I think are perfection, and there is nothing wrong with a little snack in moderation. Number 3 on my Genie list of things I wish I could grant you, my collagen powder. We've talked about this one before. This collagen is so important because once we hit perimenopause and menopause, that's when our collagen starts to drop. I used to use one of the more popular products, but then I realized it only provided type 1 and type 3, which is great for skin, hair, and nails. But holy cow, if I had $1 for every time I told a woman that the collagen she was currently taking wasn't really giving her much bone support. I want to remind women that are 50 and older, they need some type of collagen to help protect their bones. Something that the old collagen that I used to use in the blue tub doesn't have. But I'm going to have to warn you because this one is expensive, unfortunately. I've switched to it. The brand is called Designs for Health Whole Body Collagen. Okay, editor Renee here. I just figured out a way for you to get that collagen even cheaper. I just signed up for a program through a company called FullScript. The details are down below in the description. If you sign up and you click on the link, you'll get my favorite Designs for Health collagen along with a lot of other supplements at a cheaper price. I do get a small compensation for this, so thanks for that. I hope you get to save some money. Now back to the video. It's unflavored, so I just stick it in my coffee in the morning and it provides type 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 type collagen. It's designed for whole body support, your skin, joints, gut, and connective tissue. I'm more focused these days, once I hit my 50s, on overall tissue repair, joints, and deeper connective tissue support. Who's not? Once our estrogen drops and we lose that collagen, I wanted a higher quality and more comprehensive collagen to use every day. Okay, since we're talking about skin, here's number 4, castor oil. But what's unique about this product is that this castor oil has a roll-on applicator. I don't know if I believe all of the hype about castor oil, but what I can guarantee is that when I put it on, cosmetically and visually, my skin just looks better. But what I wanted to tell you about today, this castor oil that's on a roll-on applicator. It's called Grandma Flow's Organic Castor Oil Rose Quartz Application. I get it on Amazon. I have an entire routine in which I use castor oil when I get out of the shower. I'll show you that video. That's coming up in the next couple of weeks. If you've ever experimented with castor oil, you know what I mean. It's got the consistency of almost like honey. And when you use the applicator, you don't have to deal with any of those other issues. I use it in all those crepey areas that I'm starting to see on my skin. You know the areas I'm talking about, at your elbow creases, your upper thighs. Before I'm heading out the door to the gym or any place that I have exposed skin, I just roll it on those areas. If I'm wearing sunscreen on my body, it would go sunscreen and then castor oil. I roll it on and then I just give it a nice tap on my skin and I'm ready to go. Finally, my number 5, my overnight mask by the brand Abiv. I found this overnight mask when I fell in love with Korean skincare last summer when I was in Thailand. What I love about this mask is it's not like one of those old-fashioned types, the clay masks that once it would harden on your skin, you would kind of look like a cracked statue from the desert. You honestly don't even know you have it on. It says Rice Probiotics Overnight Mask. The overnight mask stays clear and moisturizing throughout the whole night. It targets dull spots and discoloration with rice bran extract and rice ferment, while probiotics strengthen the skin barrier for a smoother, healthier complexion. I use it 2 to 3 times a week as my final step in my nighttime routine. I live in a really dry climate, so I love to have this extra moisture a few times a week. Another thing I really love about skincare is just how they give you this little mini applicator and spoon that comes with it. You take off the top. As you can see, it's a clear, thick consistency. I just give it a little scoop and rub it on my hands and rub it across my face. There you are, my favorite 5 things that I've really been loving lately that have really made a difference in my 2026. If you found this helpful, this is what my channel is all about. Women 50 and older hanging out and just sharing some tips on things that have worked for them during their menopausal years. Do you have a favorite thing that's worked for you? I'd love to hear about it in the comments and share it with some of our other friends. Also, would you consider hitting the follow button for more videos to come? I'd also be so grateful if you could make a comment or give me a thumbs up since this channel is fairly new. My name is Renee Genie, and this is Renee Genie in a Bottle. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope to see you soon.